Welcome back to my podcast. In my first episode, I was like, see you next week. I'm gonna have my baby. I'll provide an update of what that is like and all these different stuff. That was 7 weeks ago, which showed me that I had no understanding of the amount of work that I had to do. And in the first 2 or 3 weeks, I was a little bit frustrated because I was writing a article which I wanted to get published, and I felt as if I didn't have time to do that. Um, and then I had to reconcile with myself, saying, you know what, let's take some time to get to know the baby. Let's take some time to understand who I am as a mother, this new form of my identity, and then let me try to pause on working on the article. And after I did that, I also tried to schedule myself, and luckily, after a month or so, I was able to submit the article for review. Still have not heard back. I'm hoping for good things. Um, but I still have not heard back. And I kept saying, I need to publish another episode. I need to publish another episode. And then a voice in my head said, Shawnee, it is okay. When you have the time, you will publish another episode. And so today, as I sat down to think about the episode, I was making notes and stuff. And I said, you know what? This is meant to be reflective. So I am just going to talk. So here I am just talking. Um, the journey so far over the past 7 weeks has been eye opening. I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm learning a lot about how my son communicates with me. Um, and I'm learning a lot, or learning how to appreciate life at a deeper level. I'm learning patience, and I think, and I've seen how this patience transcends to other form of my life. And I'm also learning how to not sweat the small things. One of the things that I'm also learning around is about the structural inequality. So, walking on the pavement using a stroller, I was not aware of limited access to ramps. I was not aware of how some stores, don't make it accessible um, for different types of users, in terms of opening the door, not having an automated door system, or the door being difficult to open. So when you're navigating that with a stroller, it becomes difficult. I recognize how bumpy sidewalks are, and I'm like, oh, but luckily my child sleeps through that, even though when he's home, especially at nights, we have to tiptoe, my partner and I have to tiptoe around him, and at sometimes we take off our slippers that we wear inside the house just to ensure that we're not waking him up. So it's a very interesting journey. I would say I have fallen into motherhood, or the acceptance that my life has changed at around week 3, which is I think I felt a little bit of sadness that it didn't come a little sooner, because then it would have made the initial process in which I just left the hospital a little bit smoother. But nevertheless, I'm here, and I appreciate that. Um, I do feel though that this side of me, and intellectual side of me, needs to be fueled. Hence, I'm recording this episode today, because I do want to keep that intellectual fire, and just have conversations around different things. And I'm trying to explore what that is too, while being attentive to my child, while staying in a place where I'm also connected to this motherhood side. I don't know what exactly that is either, but how do I create the balance? It's the question that I ask myself daily. Like, how do I ensure that I'm still engaging in knowledge reproduction while being present with my child? And what does that mean also to be present is a question. So beyond just being there, available and attentive, um, you know, what does it mean to be present? What does it mean to um, give enough attention? What does it mean to also create healthy boundaries for myself? Are questions that I'm thinking about at this prior stage. Uh, Yesterday, for the first time, I had visitors over. I thought I was going to be extremely tired, but even though I didn't sleep well the night before, but I felt okay. I didn't need a nap. I've been going to the gym once per week, taking walks, and I thought, oh, after going to the gym on that day yesterday, I would have felt really, really tired, but I was okay. And I appreciated that. So I feel like I'm coping okay. Let's see what the next couple of weeks will bring. I am looking forward to my child sleeping more at nights. I'm also looking forward to, um, you know, creating more balance, as I mentioned before. And I'm looking forward to seeing how I change in this process.